Godfather of Irish Drill. Shout out my boy, Demi TV.
It's Wave God in this motherfucker. Hey, shout my nigga Demi T though.
That song pop like I'm Iggy. All they talking about is last night like I'm Demi. Say you got.
Rupees donated $5. Damn ski pulled the Michael.
Dean TV cooler merch in the description box. Go copy, son. Click the link in the description box below and support your boy. What's up, Dean family, Dean Nation? Today we're doing a educational, knowledgeable shit today, Dean family, and it's called "Why Can't We Farm These Foods?" You feel me? And basically, like, why can't we grow these foods? Moral to the story: we finna figure out, learn why, and why the government don't want us to grow these farm foods on our fucking property. You feel me? New to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share the video on all social medias, comment below what reaction do next. See you guys. Hope you click that subscribe button. Let's brother after can click the subscribe button. Let's bring 100K, million, and a billion as a family, as a nation. And check out the Dean TV clothing merch in the description box. The logo, copy some dripping heat, because you would like that. Enjoy that shit right there. That shit gonna make it look like, ooh, woo. You feel me? You feel me? And no further, let's get into the reaction.
Thanks to Brilliant for supporting this episode of SciShow. Go to brilliant.org/SciShow to learn more.
The SciShow. Science show.
Food, glorious food. We need it to live and stuff, but for many people, it's more than that. It's a hobby, a pastime, a passion. Farms and businesses work hard to satisfy the commercial and cultural needs of foodies the world over. But not everything can be plunked down in the ground and picked up a few months later, or grown happily in a tank. Some foodstuffs just aren't that cooperative. No matter how much we want them, the science of these plants, animals, and fungi is at odds with the demand. Take huckleberries, for example.
Okay.
Kind of a big deal in the Pacific Northwest of the U.S. as
that shit kind of good. It's decent, but
flocks
yeah.
of people head out into the woods every summer looking to fill their baskets with the sweet and juicy berries. They're in such demand that huckleberry picking season is now a regulated event in some areas to help make sure there's enough fruit to go around. You see, these berries have a reputation of being difficult to grow in a farm setting. The soil conditions need to be just right. If you're trying to grow them, researchers recommend a pH of between 4.0 and 5.3 with a mixture of sand, silt, and
good
clay.
For your pH. Hey yo, if you got what you call a yeast infection or any type of infection like that, get you some berries and fruits and get your pH
Give
right.
proper drainage.
Males
Additionally,
also,
in the
and
wild,
females,
huckleberry,
especially y'all out here fucking raw and shit, and like you don't need to assume your spouse are cheating when they ain't cheating, when they're just like, y'all just ain't healthy, y'all pH balance just fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
grows at
It be like that, and that's why you gotta educate yourself.
high elevation.
And you gotta watch what you put in your temple and consume.
This environment provides an insulating cover of snow to help protect the plant during the sub-zero temperatures of winter. Without this insulation phenomenon at lower elevations, the plants simply freeze, and it's hard to replicate these conditions in other climates. Like, imagine like carting a bunch of fake snow and then keeping it frozen. Not to mention they just grow painfully slow. It can take up to 15 years after planting seeds or cuttings to yield harvestable fruit.
That shit
maybe
crazy.
we're approaching them all wrong. After all, indigenous
And what's crazy is, what the hell, they've been cutting plant trees and shit.
peoples have been cultivating huckleberry crops for centuries by managing the wild plants. They were the ones who taught early European arrivals to North America how to forage for the ripe berries. And over time, this practice of foraging, cooking, and preserving evolved into the high-demand craze that we see every year, at least here in Montana. Researchers have been working on creating a domestic variant of the huckleberry by crossbreeding it
Hell nah, stop cloning our food. Stop it now, please, please.
with certain strains of
They finna fuck
blueberries,
it up. They
which are
fucking
closely
shit
related
up.
to huckleberries.
This way it
These
went
cultivars
bad.
will be able to thrive in a variety of ecological settings, making it more likely that the number of crops could rise to meet the
Who
demand.
cares about that?
Until
We
that
need that. We need stuff that's good for us. The fuck.
The huckleberry will remain a treat for dedicated berry hunters, and only at certain times of the year. And that's not the only luxury food product in high demand. According to sushi lovers, nothing beats the flavor of bluefin tuna. In 2019, a single large tuna in Japan sold for over $3 million. Since these fish are only found in the wild, high demand has led to high prices and overfishing, landing the bluefin on the endangered species list. We can't grow these fish
that make you think about the polar bears
in hatcheries yet because
and all these other animals that was endangered, so quote, you know. So they been cooking these animals up and feeding them to us. That's fucked up.
Bluefin tuna have a complex life cycle, making them very difficult to farm. They are a really big fish, like over 3 meters long and averaging 250 kilograms. They're fast-swimming migratory fish, meaning that their natural habitat is much bigger than any tank, and they need to swim to develop properly. Plus, they are predators at the top of the food chain, so it takes a lot of energy to produce the animals they like to snack on. So mature adult bluefin tuna are difficult to care for, to say the least. But even as tiny free-floating larvae, they're difficult to maintain. A study published in 1991, for example, showed that when larvae of one of the species of bluefin tuna are packed in tightly, they grow more slowly and fewer of them survive. That study
I wonder that's like actually like humans, like how they how can you say their perception work the same way?
actually looked at conditions in the wild, but with an eye toward what would happen in a tank, though measures could also be taken to avoid such issues. Also, larvae may be little, but their heads take up most of their size, so they're like a little top-heavy. So tank conditions need to be just right to prevent them from literally sinking and actually getting hurt.
Yeah, because they got a big fucking forehead. What the fuck?
When they hit the bottom. Because of their size, it can take up to 8 years for them to reach sexual maturity and spawn more fish.
Because they got a big fucking forehead.
Fish in captivity often experience reproductive issues. Researchers in the EU and the US are trying to overcome these issues by manipulating the fish's own growth hormones to induce reproduction. If we can't establish captive populations to keep up with demand, overfishing is likely to continue, which could be bad news for this fishy favorite.
Well, how about not going after the fish, let the fish chill, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, not maybe, like, fish for the fish for all, like that, you know? Like, let them get some space, like, fish for them, but not like that, like, the fuck, like, shit.
High-demand foods are at risk of becoming endangered, too. The truffle is the poster child of expensive luxury foods. Some varieties of truffle can sell for hundreds of dollars per ounce. But this fungus could go the way of the dodo unless we figure out how to grow it ourselves. See, truffles aren't like the mushrooms you're probably familiar with. They grow underground, in close proximity to the root systems of trees, usually hardwoods. They're a mycorrhizal species, which means they have a symbiotic relationship with the trees, in which they exchange nutrients and aid each other's growth. But humans haven't been doing a good job of caring for this fungus, because deforestation and climate change are major threats to the forests across southern Europe that truffles call home in the wild. And they're costly and difficult to grow in a farm setting, mostly because it takes time to grow a fungus with such a complex life history. One researcher in the UK harvested his first truffle almost 10 years after planting the holly oak tree that would develop a relationship with the fungi. However, there might be a small silver lining to the role that climate change has taken. Even though the native habitats of truffle fungi are being destroyed, areas in more northerly forests in Europe may be growing more amenable to these species. Given time, the ecosystem changes from climate change might just provide the opportunity for truffles to move to brand new habitats. Our demand for these foodstuffs outstrips the supply, and it seems unlikely that sushi fans or huckleberry lovers will let them go.
That's kind of dangerous when you think about it.
Soon, so we may need to apply some clever science in order to cultivate them. In addition to farming, though, this may be the incentive we need to preserve native habitats for the survival of all species, including the delicious ones. Because after all, isn't biodiversity the spice of life? We also think curiosity is an important part of life, which is why today's episode is brought to you by Brilliant.org. Brilliant is a problem-solving website and app.
Hope you guys like that. Dean Fan, Dean Nation. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video on all social medias and comment below what reaction do next. See you guys next time. Love you guys. I'm out.